I just wanted to hop on here right quick and share some news with you guys. You'll see I'm not in the hospital gown because guess what girl got to go home? This girl right here. It was kind of crazy. As you know, I was supposed to go to rehab from the hospital. I was excited about that next move. Unfortunately, they weren't able to find anybody in my insurance network, right? And then the next step, well, they found one and they did not have any beds available. I was like, oh my God. So anyway, I dropped the phone, but you just paused it. But anyway, so the next step would be to go into what they were like making a little, not a joke, but kind of like a little code word saying a snuff place. And I guess that's the nursing facility. What is it? Skilled nursing facility. Now, skilled nursing facilities actually have the what do you call those things? They have the I'm sorry, Josh texted me in the middle of my live, but they have skilled nursing facilities that have the rehab centers inside of them, but they call them, oh yeah, SNF, snuff, because what they said was if you are not careful or keep a good eye on your loved ones, they may be snuffed out, you know. So I was like, oh, and the places they gave me, I couldn't believe it, had recent reviews of 1 star, that, and some that said if I could give a 0 I would. And I was like, that's the only place that had a bed for me. They were talking about how people their loved ones, they found them, they were unable to feed themselves, and they found them in the facility like at lunchtime that had breakfast food on them where the tray had turned over, and they said their relative can't feed themselves, so why would there be a tray there and the nurse should have been feeding them? I was just freaking out with this, and they said I think they took them to the hospital and they were malnourished or something. That was insane. I was like, I'm not going to a place like that. And then my doctor, my surgeon came in and said, oh no, that's not the type of place we want you to go into anyway. And they said, well, you got loved ones at home, and since you are actually more advanced in what they can offer you at this time, and they don't have the acute rehab center available, you can go home. And I was like thinking I was going to go home the next day. The nurse came in and she was like, I got discharge orders for you. You going home today, girl. Yay. I was like, can I finish my dinner first? But it was cool. I got to come home. Everything's not exactly completely finished, but it looks beautiful. I'm here in my parents' guest room, and I told them I wanted everything to be, yes, frilly and girly. Look, I'm been eating a lollipop. Look like I'm in some little teenage girl's room, just because I want it to be a really happy place. I've got some little affirmation things to say. I choose happy, just because I really don't want to run the risk of getting depressed. And I'm trying to make sure I control and maintain my pain levels. And another thing, guess what? I am scheduled to take pain medicine every 4 hours. I took my pain pill at 2 p.m. and the next one was due at 6. I did not have to take another pain pill or feel any pain until 8. So that was 2 additional hours. That's 6 hours that is stretched out. So right now, it's a little after 11. So I got like 1 more hour, and I'm going to check it and see how far I can stretch. I'm not going to let it get out of control, believe me. And it tends to hurt a little more at night. But I'm going to try to see how well I can do. I'm not going to be crazy trying to wean off of pain medicines right now. I'm not being unrealistic. But I hope that you guys are proud of me for that. And I have my little table set up over there. I've got my pencils. I'm going to try to do a little bit of sketching tomorrow, just to like calm myself down as I still settle into the new me, because we're going to be here for about the next 6 months. So I just want you all to stay with me, watch me grow, keep inspiring me. here's a funny little story. My nephew Aubrey came over, and I mean, well, his little girl and girlfriend came over, and she was talking to her grandma, and she's playing like, oh grandma, I'm gonna have to cut your leg off, and he was like, it's gonna have to come off with this bat, and she was like hitting her leg and like, mom, grandma, we're gonna cut your leg. She said, what, like Auntie Nene? And she said, did you know Auntie Nene had to get her leg cut off? Now she's 4, mind you. And she said, no. And they were like, yeah, she had to get her leg cut off. Do you want to see? She was like, mm-hmm. Like she didn't believe it. And she came to me and she was like, Nene. I was like, well, what's the matter, baby? She said, oh, they said she want to ask you something. I was like, what do you want? And then she was just looking and smiling, you know, how little kids, and they're like, It's like, what's the matter, baby? She said, they said she wants to see your leg. She doesn't think it's cut off. And then I pulled the covers off, and I was like, believe me, I didn't just show her like my leg or anything like that. This is what I showed her. She's just a baby. The protector, you know, and she saw like on the end it didn't come all the way out. So this is my protector. So it is protecting me. So should I fall or anything, I'm really used to like this kind of brace setup, because it feels so much like the boot that I've worn for so long. So yeah, that's it. Just so y'all can see, yes, this is me, and this is my limb. Or I hate when the doctors say you have a stump left over, because I'm like, I am not a tree, so it's not a stump, right? So I'm like, this is my leg, or residual leg, or a limb. Let's just, I guess limb is like a tree too, you know. But stump just seems to be a negative connotation. But anyway, I showed her that, and she's like, you know, like a little kid, she's so surprised, but she wasn't afraid or anything. And she had been playing doctor, and she's like, I gotta get you some medicine. And she came with a little medicine thing, and she's like, I gotta drink the medicine. And then she had like this little band-aid. She said, you need a band-aid. She came back. She told me I needed a band-aid, and she brought the little band-aid that went with her little doctor kit, and she's like giving it to me so she can fix my leg. It's so cute, you know. And I was just trying to think of some kind of way to, you know, share with my nieces so that, you know, they won't be like afraid or run away when they actually see the stump eventually, because it's going to be a little while, definitely over a month or 2 before they even start fitting me for the prosthesis. So and I'm not gonna have this protector on all the time, because you know it actually hurts at some point, and I have to keep the leg propped up, and before the staples get out, you know, all that stuff. But do you guys have any kind of suggestions or anything how I can like share this experience with them without letting them, you know, be afraid? Or I don't want them to be afraid of them, because I love my little nieces. A little short story, because I know kids are more accepting to some things that adults tend to shy away from. I remember a guy I was dating some time ago. He had a little girl, and I know she wanted to like put lotion on my feet, and she put lotion on the first foot, and the second one she saw, because I was missing 2 toes, and she stopped and she paused and she looked, and she just kept on putting the lotion, and she said, oh, Miss Ronnie, wait a second. And she pulled, I think she was like probably 3 or 4 herself, and she pulled off her shoes and socks, and she counted her toes, and she's like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know where she got 11 toes, but she counted 11, and she counted mine, and she's like, Miss Ronnie, you only have 8 toes. I got more toes than you do. I got more toes than you do. And then she just proceeded to take the lotion and just continue to, you know, put the lotion on my feet. And I was just like in awe of just like, you know, the innocence of a child. It really does make you feel good. So I'm just wondering if you guys can share with me any kind of way that I could have the kids still be involved in the experience and not pull away. Who knows, they may be inspired to become doctors, or surgeons, or, even a veterinarian in the future. So any suggestions at all, I would appreciate it. I'm going to have to look at it later because I can't, y'all know I'm legally blind, so I can't really can't read what you're saying right now. I think it says LaShonda. Hi. I'm not sure who else is on here. I can't see the big three, but I can't see who it is. But I'm happy to see you joining me live for this quick second. It was supposed to be a quick second. I'm on here longer. As you know, when I get sleepy, I get talkative, and I'm like, yap, yap, yap. Josh knows because he's like, Mom, please be quiet and go to bed. So, which is what I'm going to do in just a couple of minutes. But I really, really appreciate you guys tuning in, for being a part of my life, for sharing love, sharing inspiration, for praying with me, praying for me. I am just so motivated because I am in day 8 of my new life, y'all. Day 8 of my new life. And I'm excited. I'm like, even when the pain comes in, I'm like, that's okay. This too shall pass. It just means that I'm getting closer to the goal of getting a prosthetic. And my ultimate goal, like the big one for me, like Cousin Bird, if I'm on that vision board, it is that Peachtree Road race down here. That's a big race here in Georgia. It's a 10K. I think it's a 10K. It might be a 5K. But I am so ready to get back out there in nature and practice and prepare for that and do that. My family knows that's been on my bucket list for a number of years, probably since 2008. And I just want to get out there and do that. And once I do that, I know the sky is the limit. I even had a nurse show me a mountain in Colombia that had 700 something stairs they built along the sides of the mountain, and she told me that she climbed that entire mountain. She climbed all of those stairs. That is something that I'm like, me and my prosthesis, I'm not no prosthesis. That's something that I see in the future for us. So I hope you guys stick with me with that. And as I continue, I know I skipped a couple days because yesterday, like I said, I was trying to pack up and move out and get home, and I'm happy to be here. I am a little exhausted today because I still did my physical therapy at home, walked around the house with my walker, was exhausted and had to make it back to my wheelchair, but I felt really, really good about it. So if you guys don't mind, I am going to sign off and keep on spreading love. I love you guys, and good night. Love you.